again. It's a stretch, and it's in. Well, I'm talking about the last time I saw something like this. Aguero!
Hey, soccer fans. You know what this is? This is the COVID-19, the social distancing episode of Soccer Stupid, the soccer podcast. Your hosts, Joao and
Louis.
And guess who else we have? We can't believe it. He's still alive. Who is that?
What's up, guys? What's up?
That's VAR.
Yet, huh?
And guess what? This is the first episode where he's mic'd. We've never mic'd. We've never mic'd him.
He was like Mr. He was Mr. Gestures. He was supposed to do like the nodding and the the gesturing with his hands and stuff. So good for you, man. You upgraded.
Am I allowed to speak now?
Maybe.
Yeah. Hold off there, okay? I can mute you anytime I want. I have the power. So in this episode, this is going to be a shorter episode, I think, than the other ones. But first of all, I miss you guys. I miss you guys. I haven't seen you. I haven't seen you in like 2 months, 3 months. I'm gonna be okay.
It's been a while.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a while, and we almost. By the way, we're not lying to the people. We said the new episode was coming. Here it is. But also, we were gonna do it on Tuesday, right? And then you chickened out.
Oh, by the way, we gotta talk about this. Hey, Anthony, you're my witness, right? So we have Joao here, who looks like he's doing pretty well. Like he's pretty fit, right? He's been eating. He looks pretty, right. He looks healthy. So he is the biggest scary cat I ever met in my life. This guy, I'm like, hey, dude, I'll be there, Tuesday around like 5:36, and he just keeps like dodging me, like, yeah, well, I'll be busy, and I was like, hey, man, we're supposed to do the show. So eventually, I ended up saying, you know what? It's fine, dude. I mean, if you wanna, social distance yourself from me, that's fine. But what's going on, man?
I did have like 12 excuses. I did.
You did.
This is good though. We're keeping safe, right?
The crazy thing about it is like I was actually willing to drive to Burbank. I live in Santa Clarita, so I was giving you everything. I was like,
I was worried about you. I was worried about you. My kids have been out of at school for at least 10 days already, so we know they don't have it. I don't go outside anymore. This is my new life. This is my new life. So I was worried about your hygiene habits. You still hang out with what's his name, VAR over there. So I mean, look at him. He hangs out in bars. Look at him.
I actually haven't seen VAR in a while. Hey, VAR, when was the last time I saw you? It's been a while, right?
Last Sunday.
But thank you for killing it. By the way, I mean, I'm going to scare you right now big time. I've been running. Yeah, I know, right? I'm going to scare you even more. I've been running. I've been running consistently for the last 2 weeks.
And by running,
but I've been careful too.
You mean from the police? Right?
No, for mice. For mice. So anyhow, I've been running, and so I mean, people like I live in Santa Clarita, and there's not that many people here. So when I run, you come across maybe like in about a 6 mile rate or ratio. There's about like 10 people you come across, and every time they see you and you see them, then one of us moves so that way you have the distance of 6 feet and over. That's what I do actually when people are like, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, so I do have a cold. Just letting you know. But my boys had a cold even before the whole coronavirus exploded. Yeah. So they've been having runny nose and coughing. So now it's a little bit here, but it's not as bad. I hope.
That's terrible.
So if I will go to you, I'm sure you'll be like, get out of here.
Don't worry. I have
Joao's the biggest germaphobe.
That's true. Before all this, I was a germaphobe, but not a lot, But now it's like, things like, for example, the handshake. That's dead forever, dude. Nobody's ever going to be shaking hands ever again. What do you think? You think?
So you would do the kiss?
I don't think people will even do this. Well, that's why Italy got it so bad, right? Doesn't like Italy and France don't they, do the double kiss thing?
Hey, how you doing?
Right? So, loving each other too much. We're not even going to be doing that.
Actually,
I'm just going to do one.
actually, it wasn't that, but okay.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of research. Not, like you've been telling me all this stuff, right? So I watched the World News, Channel 7.
Yep.
And the reason why the Italians got the actual coronavirus is because they have a lot of Chinese tourists, and at the time they weren't really careful. They were just like, come on in, and now this is what happens. But anyways,
President Luis Trump blaming it on the Chinese. Jeez.
No, it's not even about that.
I've never heard. I don't know where you get your news from. I've never heard anybody say that the reason why it's so bad in Italy
It's
is
ABC
because
News,
they
man.
have so much
Channel 7.
Chinese tourism. Like, I've never heard that before. Was it racist? www.superracist.com.
I'll send you.
That's where I get all my news from.
I'll send you the link. All right, I'll send you the link.
Send me
I'll
the
send
link.
you the link. Anyhow, well, that's where it originated from, right? I mean, nothing against anybody.
Wuhan.
I'll just keep drinking my coffee, okay?
Your coffee, right?
Anyhow, so wait, what are we talking about here? Are we
Let's you know what?
coronavirus?
Yeah, let's
experts,
talk
or are we
about. I
talking
mean,
about soccer.
Here's what's interesting is that you and I were going strong. We had 40 episodes, right? We did episode
Right.
40. It was very exciting, and then Corona hit, right? And then now here we are, and this is sort of like the new normal, right? I mean, this could be the future of Soccer Stupid right here, and maybe we even get more episodes now that you don't have to be here, because that was the biggest problem, right? It's like getting over here and finding a time to do it. So maybe this is a sort of a blessing in disguise. What do you think?
I agree. I mean, now we can do the show weekly again, right? We can do the weekly show
It looks like
again.
it's like when you watch the news and there's like a satellite delay. ask
Before it came out.
me a question. Ask me a question.
Going to Joao from Burbank. How's the weather?
The weather's good. Weather's good. That's a nice long delay right there. It's not good for a podcast though. Definitely not good for a podcast. For that silence for like 10 minutes there. But here I do want to talk about something that's interesting. Do you know how many soccer players and coaches and staff have coronavirus? Have you looked that up?
I have not looked it up, but I heard about a few of them. But I'm sure you did because you're talking about it.
Yeah, I have my
Yeah, that shows.
my internet machine here.
Can you?
All right, let's see if you guys know who these people are. Okay, let's start with Arsenal. Manager Mikel Arteta has tested positive for the coronavirus. Crazy, right?
I do not know.
Do you know who?
Yeah.
Do you know who any of these people are? Like in Chelsea, there's Callum Hudson Odobie. You ever heard of that guy? All right, let's move on to Italy and Juventus. We do know that Dybala is one of
Oh,
the
man,
guys.
everybody.
we got
Dude, that was like the crazy news, right? Dybala, we talked about this. I was like, he's a known player. He's one of the Argentinian superstars, so to hear that he got it, it was almost like a slap in the face, meaning like, hey, it's real, right? So,
Dybala and
that
Tom
means that
Hanks.
it can be anywhere. Tom Hanks, yeah.
Yeah,
I heard about that one too.
And just today, Boris Johnson, Prime Minister in England, he
Really?
yeah, this morning he announced that he tested positive. Him and the head of the health ministry or whatever, he also tested positive. It's a little bit on the
It was-
side.
It's crazy because he just came out like I think a few days ago, and he talked about how important it was to keep the the isolation and whatever. And so he put I think England in lockdown or whatever. and for him to have it now, it's like cannot get any better than that, dude. I mean, that's insane.
It's absolutely bonkers. The other names I don't recognize on here, there's a coach from the president, Enrique Bonilla of the Liga MX league, also tested positive. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, this thing is real, and who knows how long this thing is going to last. You know what I mean?
I mean, from what I'm hearing, the Chinese now, or Wuhan, where it originated from,
go on.
They're better. I mean, wait, don't go into the negative part of it. Do it. It's like, can I speak my mind? I mean, I hear they're actually going to start going to work. You know what I'm saying? So it seems like in China, it's been taken care of in a way. It's just the other countries were like Italy is still bad. Spain is one of the biggest ones too. I don't know if you're. I mean, people there are like dying left and right.
Yeah.
So America is actually coming up too, because we're not gonna go over this in detail because we know what's going on here. But the numbers are growing, right? And so it's dangerous, and the laws are getting a little tighter. I think Americans, again, I've been hearing this where it's too lenient in a way.
Yeah.
Where you still have your freedoms, but people take advantage of them. And for example, last week, we're from LA, or California, South California. So we've been hearing a lot about people going to the beaches, or people are going to the trails and whatever, and they're not obeying the law. So they're all gathering more than like 6 people. So hopefully, it's not gonna get tighter as far as things that we can do, because again, I'm a guy that right now I'm taking advantage of the fact that I'm not going to work, and I'm actually running whenever I get a chance, taking my kids.
That's good.
So this is good for me.
Yeah,
it's good for me.
Yeah, I mean, that's all we're doing. We're walking around the block with the dog, and if we see anybody coming down the street, we cross the street. Just kind of keep the distance. Everybody keep the distance.
Right.
You hear that Trump wants everybody back up and running by Easter.
I hear. He's such a hypocrite, man. I'm sorry, but he's like, oh, this is a big event. We all want to be in churches. We want to be in a congregation. It just, I mean, really, I can't really say much because I might get in trouble one day. So, but it's insane.
I'm reporting it right now.
The doctor.
Dear President.
Twice again? Damn, I have to run again.
Luis is creating a podcast about you, and he says
you're not that fast. So remember, you got fat fingers.
I was actually typing. I was typing a lot faster than the words that are coming out. And oh man,
Anthony, you back or what? Var, are you back?
I don't know what's going on over there.
Yeah,
back from where?
He's working. He's double fisting. Is that the term?
Hey, wait. He has
right.
I don't know. That's the word.
What's the term? What's the term?
He has like the
moonlighting.
Wait, look. Hey, Joao, look to his right. He has the what's it called? The one that you love.
Oh yeah, I missed
the 2-yarder.
That's all pre-corona right there. Or they've got the half yards.
The half yards, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Those days.
I'll have to stick with these tiny cans. I went over to I risked coronavirus and I grabbed a bunch of boxes of these guys.
So wait, were the Coronas on sale by any chance? The Coronas are very unpopular.
They're just giving them away. They're just sitting outside all the liquor stores and stuff. Oh, we lost Anthony. Look at that. They get the full name on there. I'm going to post this. Everyone's going to find him. Everyone's going to find him. Oh, he's back. He's back.
So, no. But in a serious note, are Coronas available?
I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
I think it is funny that there's people out there who think that the Corona drink has anything to do with the coronavirus. Like, what kind of, how dumb? Ugh. Terrible. See, why can't we lose that in this crisis? Like all Messi jerseys also were infected and have to be burned now. Like, why can't that happen?
By the way, Well, wait. We got to talk about your challenge. It was horrible.
What challenge? What challenge?
Dude, you're such a cheater, bro.
Me?
The toilet paper challenge.
Oh.
You are such a cheater, bro.
Or it bounced
You
off
are
the
such a
wall.
cheater.
I thought if it bounced off things, that's okay. I still haven't seen your challenge. Come on, let's see it. How about right
Oh,
now?
Anthony has a.
You got
You
some
don't want to
toilet paper?
watch it.
Where's your toilet paper? Go.
Actually,
You
I was
don't
gonna
wanna
send
watch
it to
this
you, but I was actually I did it, but I was afraid that you were gonna show it on on our page because even if I tell you, hey Joao, this is just for your eyes only,
Yeah.
I don't trust you enough. Dude. You'll still post it. So I kept it to myself and I showed it to Anthony. But actually, I'll send it to you later eventually. But
It's for the.
I was very tired.
It's for the soccer.
Anthony, I was very tired.
Hmm. Become the
soccer
excuses.
stupid.
I was very tired.
It's for the.
I had
fans.
no space.
Come on. It's for the fans.
I'll send it to you.
For the fans.
Wait, do I send the? Do I send the one where I did better than the rest of them? Because I can send you everything. Because I know you only showed the one that
He'd
you
only
made.
post the bad one.
Yeah, like he didn't post the bad one. He only posted the one that he did
Oh, yeah.
4, and then he hit the wall, right?
I'm a professional.
Oh, you know what? I'll
think-
send you
think
the
that
whole
was
thing, so
Messi's-
you can decide what you want to do with it. How about that?
You think that was Messi's first take? That one he did?
Yes.
You know he did it like 25 times. His publicist was like, no. One more time. Do it one more time.
Yeah, he said it. He said it like that. Hey, so why don't we talk about soccer, right?
Let's talk about you.
So why don't we talk about
Lead the way.
Can we talk about pre-coronavirus drama?
Do you remember it at all?
Yeah, I remember because you know what? I was rooting for we're talking about the UEFA, right? Where Atletico play Liverpool. Dude, that was a crazy game. Right? Remember that?
I remember it. That
Remember
was
when you guys were up 2-1 and then you went to extra time? No, you scored the second. Yeah, so you were up already in the extra time, and in the before the end of the second extra time, what's it called? Atletico scored that one goal by what's his name? Florente.
Huh.
Dude, that was amazing. Remember, like, so now you guys have to score 2 goals because now it was tied up to 2.
Oh, that's right. They got
Everything happened in the second. Everything happened in the extra time. Everything because you guys were tied. Remember, we ended up tied at the end of the regulation time.
Yeah.
I think it was 2-2. I think it was, and then Liverpool scored like towards middle of the second half. Funny story. I gave up. I was like, it's done. Liverpool has it. It's over. And then I shut off my computer, and then I was like, whatever. And then my cousin Juan from Italy, from France, he's like, sends me a message like 30 minutes later. He's like, that was the most amazing game, and I was like, wait, Atletico lost. What are you talking about? And then he's like, no, dude, you missed it. And I was like, and so I went back and I saw the score and I was like, I gotta watch this. I have to watch it.
Yeah.
So Florente, this kid came in the I think it was towards the end of the second half of the game, and
I saw it. I remember now. It's all rushing back to me now.
Right. So this guy came back and he scored some crazy goals, right? The first one, and so when he scored, it was like a tie in a way, but then Atletico had the advantage because they were coming away, right? They were, coming to play to Liverpool. So then Liverpool had to now score again to actually win the game.
Yeah.
But it's just desperation time, right? Because now it's the end of the first extra time and you're down one point. So in the second extra time, they were like really desperate. So of course they became vulnerable, and Atletico somehow cashed in. I mean, one was again Florente scored the other goal, and then the last one was by our boy Morata.
That's right.
But you know what? But you know what though? I was gonna say like, it's okay because you know what? It seems like the UEFA and La Copa and La Liga and UPL, it seems like it's erased, right? It seems like it's gonna. It seems like whatever happened, it didn't really happen.
Corona killed everything.
Yeah, Corona killed all the records. Like, so I mean, it depends how long it takes for this whole thing to go away.
Yeah.
but the longer it lasts, the longer. I mean, the
Yeah, I mean,
slimmer chances
You're right.
for
I mean,
something to
yeah,
come up.
it's almost going to be if it takes another 3-4 months or whatever before soccer comes back, it's going to be like a new season. I mean, that could be a completely different team dynamic, right? I wonder if they'll. I wonder what they'll do. I mean, they have to finish the season. I mean, this is going to throw off everything. I mean, I haven't really done a lot of research on what they're going to do and what the plan is. I don't know if anybody knows, but I mean, that's a lot to think about. Like, do they continue the season? Is it a new season? Do they just give it to Liverpool? Like, who knows, right? Because they were like right there.
Well, I'm thinking maybe it's gonna be as is, right? Meaning, nothing's gonna happen this year. There's no winners, no losers.
Yeah.
Everything is like I think 2020 is gonna be erased, or 2019. I don't know how to count it.
Dude, they cannot do that. You cannot take a perfect record. Or, I mean, not even just Liverpool, but any of those teams. Like the amount of work that was put in. I mean, Liverpool was like undefeated practically the entire season, right? To just like go, sorry guys, Corona, sorry, you know what I mean? Like they can't erase it. They'll have to figure out something where they'll play. I don't know. They'll have to continue the season. They have to.
So that would mean that I guess it's really hard to say because, especially like UEFA, right? That's the hardest one to. Anthony, you're so excited.
Yeah, I was laughing at Anthony, who was just looking very bored. He's like,
I'm watching the highlights from the game.
Which one? The Atletico?
Yeah.
No, but the funny thing about it is like, for example, Liverpool was the best in UEFA, right? And then you have Man City being the best in the EPL. So how do you change that? I mean, now that we know that Liverpool is out of the UEFA, right?
Yeah.
Officially, because Atletico took them out. But then in the EPL, they're like the best team. So how do you come about that? Like, how do you?
Yeah.
Because there's so many games to be played, so
Maybe
you can't really just have the.
Yeah, maybe they just get they divvy up where they are at now for league, right? So the champion.
So do you think they might stretch the season? Meaning, like instead of ending, I know the EPL ends maybe at the end of May. I think it is.
Something like that.
If I'm not mistaken. So maybe they'll stretch it out to to another month just to kind of like see where it ends. But it's what, the EPL I think will be easier to figure out more than the UEFA, just because of UEFA you have so many other league teams from Europe. I don't think it'll be that easy to like figure out. But yeah, man, it should be interesting.
It should be interesting. I want it all back. I still go to the app and I just look at the schedule and it's just like it's all postponed. I mean, don't you miss those days where you can watch a game on the weekend? I mean, there's nothing. The only thing happening that's live right now is like the news, CNN. I mean, that's like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And soccer's
kind of boring. Well, now it is, but it has been kind of challenging for the last. Well, again, we have, I have children, and so they take all my time. So, yeah, dude, they take all my time. These kids, like now, just between you and Var, that I just put on mute. The wife takes advantage of me.
Chronikov. I think well, he's Uncle Var. I mean, why don't you just drop the kids off with them and do whatever you want? I mean, he has no friends.
Drop them off.
He has no friends. He has no girlfriend.
No friends.
He has
no girlfriend.
No family that loves him. So I mean, just drop off your kids.
No family that loves me.
I would love to, but I have another person here that doesn't agree with that. Hey, are my eyes cross-eyed?
Yeah, dude.
They've always
one looks a little bit more further to the.
They've always been that way.
They've always been that way. Did you not know that this is the first time you've seen yourself on video? I mean, they've always been cross-eyed.
Look at this.
Have you not looked yourself in the mirror?
Looks a little bit more to the right than this one. Whatever. Anyway, so yeah, before the whole coronavirus, we were having a great couple of UEFA. I was very excited about it, and of course, it got destroyed. Um, and the EPL was going well too for Liverpool. I mean, they were still winning. They had the one loss, right? I think it was a loss before the whole coronavirus thing happened. So
No,
that gave me a little bit of hope. Huh?
I said no.
Yeah,
I,
it's
I
just
don't think I don't think that there were any losses.
no, they did. Remember they were lost against 3-1, I think it was against the Elks. It looks like it looks like an elk,
Oh
not
yeah,
like the Wolves. Cause
yeah. They lost. They
yeah.
lost to yeah. It
So,
wasn't Wolves. They lost to
hmm,
Watford.
yes.
Watford. Yep, that's right.
So I was getting excited about that. Like every team goes through a bad streak, and I was hoping this was the time. But then it got destroyed by coronavirus. But
Oh
yeah,
man,
Joel.
I know, I know. What I
But
want to
yeah,
know is,
man.
what I want to know is, do I have season tickets for the LAFC games? I got 2 seats. I wonder, am I going to get my money back for coronavirus?
Yeah, I hear you should. No, I think you should.
Oh,
I think
Anthony
you are
says no.
actually because
Anthony says no.
somebody told me that if you don't happen to go to the game, I mean, why would they charge you for it? That's what I was told. Because I have a friend at work who has season tickets for a different sport, and he's like, I'm getting refunded for all the games that I'm missing. So I'm sure it'll be the same for you.
Oh,
It doesn't make sense for you to pay for something that you're not even showing up for,
yeah, no, I agree.
right?
Well, I thought maybe it was, it wasn't their fault. It's not like the stadium collapsed. It's a crisis, right? So I
I
thought,
mean, if they're willing to give you a check from the government because you're not working, I mean, it would make sense. Like the sports world will like forgive you for not showing up.
yeah,
It's not your fault that coronavirus is out there, Joao.
yeah.
Or who knows? Who
So
knows?
are there any concerns on like even for you, Var, from a standpoint of like no work coming into to the various companies? Is there concerns about layoffs in your companies or having to be a part of that process? Is there any concerns there?
No, not here. Actually, our company is still going.
No worries from man.
Um,
Nope, we're good. We're good.
I'm I'm actually not in quarantine.
Coronavirus or not, Anthony has to show up to work.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right
I'm
now,
essential.
for example, we got the essential. Yeah, essential. So the media is right or essential. We decided, but what if they
Right.
shut down and folks can't go in? This goes 3 months. So there's certain types of works that go into the company, which means loss of revenue. You're saying that you have no concerns about any of that. You're just fine. Son of a. To be young.
Yeah, if they were to shut down our company, I think we're fine.
To be young again, Luis. No worries in the world.
Dude, I'm like prone to this virus. This virus loves me. They love my age, like 42. Come to me.
Yeah, but you're a healthy 42 though. Like you again, like I'm 38, but I probably have, and I actually just did a checkup. Believe it or not, I actually just did a checkup like a month ago before all this went through, and they said they gave you all the reports and stuff, and I'm good. I'm good. But from a health perspective, just from a
He's
like,
healthy.
just from like a like
How much are you weighing, by the way?
that's probably like I'm like 55 probably.
Wait, how much are you weighing right now?
I'm in the I'm like in the 205 zone. 205. I'm not even kidding. I lost like 15 pounds since I started my new job.
Do you have Trump's doctor? It's your doctor, dude.
You know what? I'm gonna stand on the scale. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send you a live video. You'll see. You'll see. I'll prove it to you. I will prove it to you.
No, the funny thing about it is, like, I think you're like probably like an inch taller than I am, and I was a 180 like 2 weeks ago, so I don't think I've changed so much from it. So if you think about it, 180 to 205, that's 15 pounds. I think I should have the same big.
But we're back. We're back, and we're fine. I think we're fine. Are we fine? You guys okay? You look a little sad.
I'm fine. I'm just waiting for the wife to tell me, hey, I need your help.
Oh yeah, you're toast. Toast. We should have her join the show. We can ask her a couple questions. In fact, do some fact checking.
Not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
Let's keep it as is.
Hey, that's me. That's me in my old office. Look at clean. Look
Yeah,
at
man.
clean shaven it was. I got a haircut. Looking all corporate.
You look thinner too. You do, don't you?
Nah. It's the lighting. Well,
You look like a happy man there.
yeah, this episode is interesting. I'm really liking the video, the social distancing episode so far, and we'll see how the sound works, and then if our listeners hate it, they can send us messages and yell at us if they want.
Well, I'm a social person, so I like to be around people. I like to touch you. You know what I'm saying? Like touch you here
Too many.
or somewhere.
He just put it in his butt.
Two
So
times.
I kind of miss being close to you.
You guys are funny. Before we
You know
wrap,
what? The funny thing about it now is like now we have freedom to. I don't know if you're gonna post this on YouTube eventually, but now we can pretty much wear whatever we want. Because like usually, whenever we have the show, I'm actually either coming from work or it's something like work related. So we don't get to really like express ourselves as far as like what we wear. So now I'm always gonna be wearing this shirt. It's gonna be like a very stinky, messy shirt every day or every week. So
Which is
I like
the
that.
beauty of
Eventually,
not being-
in the background,
yeah, the beauty of not being around, we can't smell you. This is perfect.
perfect, right?
Yeah.
And eventually, I think we don't have many neighbors in my area, so I can open up the garage and just have it open and let the floor, get the airflow in,
Yeah.
But also like have a maybe a background back here of Soccer Stupid logo.
Do it.
I don't know,
Do it.
something to figure out like there.
Yeah,
so
man.
that way
This is the new norm.
we represent.
I moved my seat around because this looks a little better than the crap that's behind me usually on the other side.
Man, I'm a
think
clean
of the
freak,
best backdrop.
so that's not a bad look actually. You could actually done it where you have the garage door only, right? Anyway, so yeah.
Good. I think there's a delay. I think there's a delay in everything. But it's a good episode.
So wait, so what's gonna be the new norm as far as the show goes? Or Joel, do you have an idea?
I think offline. I think that's what the kids call it. You and I should talk about how we want to. We should have a format, right? And kind of talk. I mean, there isn't a lot of soccer to talk about, right? So there's things we can do. Like for example, maybe we can talk about watch a game and then a classic game or something, and then talk about that, or things like that. We can kind of get creative on that side. Or we can play FIFA and talk about our experience of getting destroyed by VAR. 15.
How's you doing, man? Or what the heck? You're just like playing with your nails. Aren't you like 20-something years old already?
15. He's 15.
18.
Come on, man. You're not supposed to be chewing on your nails, especially now with the coronavirus going on.
Yeah, man. No, you're not supposed to touch your face, put your hands in your mouth, rub your eyes. Right? Come on. Oh, you're dead. And you're still at work. That guy next to you, he's got corona.
He does have it.
He does have it. And
He's had it for a long time.
Now it's in your eyes.
I think this guy's better looking than this guy over here.
Oh man. All right, guys. I think we had a great show, and I think we should figure out how to do this more often. What do you think?
Yeah.
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 I think we should do this every week.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yeah. I think I should make time for it.
Oh no!
That was via email or via video. Anyway, so it's been a great show, man. I mean, like there's not too much to talk about right now as far as like soccer competition goes because it's not happening. But yeah, we can always go back to the past and and enjoy what we've you and I have grown up. We can even talk about. We can actually go in details about our World Cup, bets and stuff like that.
Yeah. We could do that.
Yeah, we could do that, or we could talk about our deluxe times. When we used to play soccer too.
Yep. Uh-oh, I hear kids. You better go take care of it.
Yeah, you hear that? Did you hear
I
that?
hear
He's
it.
awake already.
Dada,
So anyway,
dada.
everybody have a wonderful day, and I will be seeing you guys next week.
All right, guys.
I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Social distance.